Michael, you had to answer so many questions during the week about what that was last week and what's going to happen this week. How do you feel like you answered those questions?
So to be honest, I don't feel like I was going into it trying to answer those questions. The only questions I wanted to answer was the questions I had for myself. And the answer is I know I deserve to be here. I know I belong to be here. I'm not perfect. I go out there and put my heart out on the field for my teammates to help us win, and it's not always going to be that. But at the end of the day, as long as I come out here and do the best and, get a team all so we can be in a position to be able to be successful, I feel like we had a good day.
No, you certainly did. Career high 313 yards passing, a couple of touchdowns, but just your overall distributing the football, a lot of accuracy, throwing the ball. Tell me about the guys around you. I know they stepped up for you.
Yeah, for sure, man. All week, I knew what type of week it was going to be. From the way they responded. All the guys came in on Monday. You just see the fire in the guys' eyes. Obviously we didn't get the results we wanted last week, but the way that everybody attacked the week this week, the way we practiced, extremely hard, and it's only right that we came out victorious today.
Tell me about handing the ball to number 7 or throwing it to number 7. What's that like? Can you describe it?
It's the best. It's the best. I'll say person that you want in the backfield, for a quarterback. Any way that we can get him the ball. I said that before. We want to because he makes special plays when it's in his hand, and he did it today. He does it every day. Not just on game day, but in practice as well. So he's a special person, special player.
I know you're all about consistency and raising your game every time you step out. What do you concentrate now in this off week until you get ready for Buffalo?
Just keep it going. Keep the rhythm going. It was good that we got this win going into this bye week, so we can go in with some momentum. But just make sure the guys, whenever we come back, it's primetime football, so we got to put our foot on the gas and come out and do it again.
All right, last thing for you. I got to ask you about Zac coming down on the sidelines. How was that operation with you guys being able to just be face to face?
Yeah, it was good. For him to be able to talk to me, right there in front of me. Just showing me. I'm looking at the looks on the iPad, and he's going through play calls and stuff like that. It's good to have, and I feel like it definitely it was something that helped us today.
All right, when you get in the meetings now and watch the tape, you got to give Bijan some grief about getting walked down by that guy on that last play.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I got you.
I told him I wouldn't have got caught.
There you go.